What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having an absolutely incredible day. I know I am. If you are, I need you guys to press that like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam, a pack of wild hyenas is actually going to kick in your door on Thanksgiving and eat your turkey. Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm sorry. I know Thanksgiving is a time-honored American tradition, but if you don't press the like button, a pack of wild hyenas is going to destroy your beautiful Thanksgiving dinner. So, press like, otherwise, yeah, you know, Thanksgiving is never going to be the same for anyone. Anyways, guys, today we're going to be talking about the tried and true cringe of the internet, which is weeaboos, alright? If you want to watch anime, sit down, relax, spoke couple, I don't know what you anime kids do, whatever you do, and watch some anime, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you start to become a weeaboo, it's pretty cringe, bro, I can't lie. Basically, a weeaboo is somebody that thinks they're Japanese just because they like anime, which is the equivalent of thinking you're American because you've watched like 2 James Bond movies, and James Bond is British. That doesn't even make sense. My school had a pretty large populations of weeaboo, though. I just had a lot of weird kids that went to my school. I don't know what it is, but it was like, you know, the upside down. But instead of demogorgons, I just had weeaboos, goth kids, and kids who thought they were werewolves, you know? The traditional split. Everybody had those weird kids. And this story is going to be no exception. It comes from Prom, which is, you know, the greatest night of high school. Everyone knows that prom is art. Reality of the situation is that prom is really not that dope. But regardless, it's a funny story that I think you guys are going to enjoy about a weeaboo at prom. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, you know, prom is supposed to be a magical time in American high school. It's basically this dance you can only go to if you're a junior or a senior, and it's supposed to be the last hurrah of high school, you know, double dab party with the haters, and what it's really turned into is a bunch of people wearing really expensive clothes and just having drama all night, you know? But you know what? Thankfully, I was usually able to stay out of drama while being able to enjoy it from afar. I would get my binoculars out and be like, oh my gosh, the wild cheerleader takes a strike at the wild goth girl. Here we have a massive amount of drama unfolding in the middle of prom. You know, that was my thing. And me and my friends decided to go to prom and just have a good time. And the second we walked into the dance, you could basically tell, like, who the cliques were, okay? Because in one corner of the room, you had all the normal kids. And in one corner of the room, you had all the popular kids. And in one corner of the room, you had all the emo kids, like the werewolf kids, all the kids that, you know, parents really didn't give them too much attention. And then in the other corner of the room, you had all the weeaboos. And I'm not even kidding, one of the weeaboo kids had brought a body pillow as his date to prom, you know, just really setting the tone for how much of an absolute winner, a champion he is. Everybody knows that if you bring a body pillow weeaboo anime girl to prom, no one's gonna make fun of you, nobody's gonna bully you, it's just the 311, no one's gonna think you're weird at all. That's a joke. If you bring a pillow to prom, people are 100% going to make fun of you because you brought a pillow to prom. So as you can tell, we're basically sitting front row at a freak show, alright? I have a man making out with a pillow on a dance floor, I've got people thinking they're werewolves, I have cheerleaders that are probably 18 months pregnant somehow. I don't know, whatever supplements they were taking really made their pregnancy whack. And in the middle of it is me and my friends just watching this all go down, alright? So, as the dance goes on and everybody starts making their way onto the dance floor, we're kind of keeping an eye from afar, making sure nothing goes down, being vigilant, almost like Batman, you know? I'm not trying to say that I'm ripped and gorgeous like George Clooney, but, I'm ripped and gorgeous like George Clooney, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyways, as the dance floor starts to kind of mingle and interact, the groups start to sort of bump into each other. And it's still very obvious, like, almost like the dance floor had each corner dedicated to a certain group of people, you know? Like, they didn't mix very much. There's no cheerleaders dancing with goth kids, but, that's basically what we're looking at. And in the corner, in like the middle of it all, is where the all groups kind of merged together and kind of met, except they were not interacting whatsoever. Like, it's basically, imagine, you know, a magic force field dividing this dance floor into 4 corners. That's what we've got going on. And as time goes on, the weeaboos, for some reason, are getting kind of brave, you know? They're kind of breaking into enemy territory, all right? They're crossing the line. I see one of them get a shield and a hammer and start charging towards the popular kids. In reality, you know, they just slowly started, you know, merging together. And the popular kids are very obviously upset by this because how dare the weeaboo peasants step foot on the pedestal of the great popular kids. That's not my opinion. I was just watching this go down. I thought it was funny. But whatever. There's these 2 weeaboo kids dancing, and I'm not even kidding when I say that they went hard in the paint. Like, they were basically in full cosplay gear at prom. And you know what? If you want to do that and believe in yourself and think it's dope, then by all means go for it. I'm not going to make fun of you. Yeah, it's a little weird, and I might, like, make a joke or two, but at the end of the day, if you're confident enough to wear a weeaboo cosplay to prom, by all means, go for it, man. I don't care whatsoever. But it's this guy and his girlfriend, and they're wearing matching cosplays, which, you know, not my cup of tea, but hey, couples goals in one way or another. You know, if your body pillow is so stiff it can stand up straight and you'll get a girlfriend, more power to you. You know, 10 out of 10 would recommend. But whatever, they're kind of dancing with the popular kids now, and the popular kids are basically acting like somebody slapped them in the face with a piece of bologna. Bologna's a weird thing to get slapped by. Something about the consistency of it. It's like a sponge. It smacks your face, sucks it in, kind of gives it a little bit of a hug. I've been slapped by bologna more times than I would care to admit. But obviously, the popular kids are very offended that the Weeaboos have encroached on their dance floor space. And I see a cheerleader that looks kind of like the definition of a stereotypical bitch from a high school movie, okay? That's the only way to explain it. And she accidentally, and I use accidentally in air quotes because I watched it happen, she totally did it on purpose, pours punch on this poor Weeaboo girl's cosplay dress. Like, listen, you know what? I understand. Maybe you don't like Weeaboos. Maybe they're not your favorite type of people in the world. But they're just having fun dancing, dude. Like, you really didn't need to go dump punch on this girl's dress. And it's obviously that it means a lot to her. Her and her boyfriend have matching cosplay. Like, I don't know. I'm all for, you know, being mean and making fun of people when they deserve it. Don't get me wrong. I'm never going to go swinging on people who I don't feel like deserve it a little bit. But, like, if someone's just being innocent, minding their own business at the bus stop, I'm not going to walk up to them and tell them they're fat and they have an ugly haircut. That's just mean. So, obviously, this cheerleader just did this to be rude and mean and make this poor girl feel bad. However, her boyfriend, who was wearing a Naruto headband, this is important because it makes the story this much funnier, proceeds to turn around and basically challenge this girl to fight. And her boyfriend walks over and is like, whoa, bro, you got a problem? Like, it was an accident. Chill out, man. And Naruto headband, man, is having none of it. And he starts screaming about how for the past 4 years, the popular kids have treated everyone in this school like garbage, and it's time someone stood up to them and takes a combat stance. Some Hami Naruto combat stance out here on the dance floor. It went from a dance floor to a battle arena. Fortnite Battle Royale Prom Edition is about to break down, and I, my friends, am sitting on a front row seat, popcorn at the ready like Keemstar watching a drama alert. So here I am looking at this, and the popular kid is like, whatever, bro, and just like gets ready to fight, and the Weeaboo out of nowhere, does like some sick Bruce Lee, Kung Jitsu, Fitsu, karate, Hami stuff, and just punches this guy in the face, and the guy like falls over, and all of his friends are gathering around now, so all of Naruto guys, buddies, start gathering around him, and here we have it, dude. It's like all the jocks, all the football players versus these Weeaboos who have very clearly taken their karate lessons very seriously. You know, the karate dojo down by Target has basically become a breeding ground for absolute monsters of Weeaboos that are going to do nothing but destroy every soul that gets in their way and spills punch on their girlfriends, okay? Like, I'm terrified for one. Now we have a Weeaboo army in school that is single-handedly going to destroy every single person that has ever existed. So these two gangs are basically standing there looking at each other, and then it happens. They start fighting. I'm talking old school gang fight out of a 50s movie. The greasers versus the whatever gangs. Everyone's fighting. Trunches are being pwned. Naruto headbands are flying off. At one point, I saw a shoe get thrown. I don't even know what's going on. It's WWE mode. But me and my friends are sitting here slack-jawed watching the absolute combat spectacle that is going down. The football players are punching the Weeaboos. Weeaboos are punching football players. And shockingly, the Weeaboos are holding their own extremely well. Like, most of them were definitely not in the best shape, okay? Like, roly-poly-olies are out here on the dance floor fighting each other, and somehow their karate lessons are holding strong. They're fighting each other. Football players are getting punched. Weeaboos are getting punched. Then all the girls are just kind of like, oh my god, stop. And in reality, we all know the girls are like, keep fighting, please. I'm enjoying the entertainment, please. This prom was getting boring. But whatever. They're fighting, and the deans start trying to come out and break it up, except there's so many kids fighting that, like, there's not enough chaperones, there's not enough teachers to break it up, so the fight just kind of moves. Like, as the deans come in and grab 2 or 3 kids on the left, the people just move to the right and keep fighting each other. So for about 5 minutes, they're just going at it, swinging on each other. Everyone's getting knocked out. Well, not knocked out. People are getting punched in the face. It's insane. So after 5 minutes, the fight finally calms down, and they decided to just, like, end the dance there, okay? There was only about an hour left, but after, 17 kids are having a fisticuffs in the middle of a dance floor, they decide to end it. And so we go home, and me and my friends are just laughing, talking about it, and one of them goes, oh my god, it's going on Twitter. And we're like, what? So we pull it up, and sure enough, all the Weeaboos in the football players are now arguing back and forth on Twitter about how, you know, they're idiots and like we should do a rematch, blah, 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 blah. And they're setting up a rematch, meaning that the fisticuffs that went down at the park was not enough. No, 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 no. Now, they're gonna go fight in the park in an hour. And the park's right by my house. So me and my friends change out of our fancy clothes. We get in like sweatpants and hoodies, and we just start beelining as fast as we can for the park. Because I'm not missing the Shaolin Showdown Part 2, okay? Like, sure, I already watched them fight a little bit. It wasn't enough. I need more combat. Blood sports, okay? So sure enough, we get there, and yeah, the Weeaboos are standing there on one side. The Jocks are on the other. They're ready to go back at it round 2. And, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, oh my god, this all started because Weeaboo Naruto boy wanted to defend his girlfriend. And that actually might be the coolest part of all of this. Like, after years and years of getting bullied by the Jocks, they were like, yeah, no, we've had enough. We're 1v1ing, no scopes only. Picking on my girlfriend was the last straw. And so we're sitting here, and they just start fighting. They start going at it. It goes on for about 10 minutes before both sides peter out. And sure enough, the Weeaboos won. I did not see it coming. I don't think anybody saw it coming. But as the smoke clears and the dust settles, the Weeaboos won the battle. His lady's honor had been restored. And, you know, it was by far the funniest fight I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of weird fights. But until you've seen Naruto cosplayers fighting Jocks, you haven't lived. On that note, though, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to press the like button, comment down below, and subscribe. I make videos like this every single day, and I would love to see you guys here on another video. Don't get anyone pregnant, and if you do, make sure they're hot. I'm out. Peace.